Guys, we made it. We made it. We made it. Working for the weekend, taking care of business. I think it's a different song. But anyway, guys, we have made it to Friday. It's almost 420. We're going to get crazy. We're all headed down to the Healing Center for those wild weekend deals, guys. 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. You know, the party's going to be happening down there like it always is, guys. It's always on and jumping. So make sure you're headed on down there this weekend. Check out the dailydank.com for the deals, guys. Prepare yourself. There's going to be some fire. And Black Friday's coming, guys. That's right. Thanksgiving's coming. You know, we're going to have hell of a deals. So head on down there. Going to be good time. Good time, guys. How's everyone doing today? Oh, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend. Looking forward to having some fun. We dropped our first episode of Dank and Dark today, guys. Let me know how you like it. If you checked it out, if not, maybe check it out. A little podcast with yours truly. What's another one? All right, guys, we are going to. Hopefully everything's good. Yep. All right. Hopefully we are going to get ready. We're counting down to 420, guys. We got all the things happening. We are talking JFK today, guys. Today's the anniversary of his assassination. We're going to talk conspiracies. We're going to talk what I personally think. I do have an opinion. I talked to members of the mob who have their opinion on it too, guys. So we're going to get into that. We're going to break it all down. Hopefully you're ready to buckle in and kick the tires and light the fires, because I know I am. It's the weekend, baby. Get that second surge of energy. You know what I'm talking about. Something about walking out of work on a Friday. You just get boosted. You get lifted. All right, guys, let's get to it. We go live in 2. Let's do this thing, guys.
Get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
And boom, we are live. How's everyone doing out there, guys? It is the It's 420 Somewhere podcast, and I'm your host, Brian Brown. Right below me here is Rosie the Bulldog. That's right, guys. And in the living room is April. And behind me is Art the Clown and Yak Yak. That's right, General Akbar back there, guys. Oh, we are living large and having fun, doing all the things, guys. Hopefully, you guys are ready for the weekend. I know I am, guys. I just went and scored me an ounce of Pops weed, guys. Oh, man, just scored me an ounce of Pops weed. Fire. Instead of getting 8, you get 7 because they're 4 grammers, guys. So you actually save. You actually save $15 a 4 grammer, and instead of having to buy 8, you buy 7, and you get the same amount, less money. Oh man, head on down there, check that out, guys. 1400. You like my math skills there? 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your number 1 cannabis superstore, guys. Howdy April? We got an April in the house. How you doing, Harvey Hooligans? How you doing, Chantel? How's the Rustmeister doing in there? How's Rosie Key? Lonnie up in here. What about you, Mr. Crispers? I do want to point out, guys, this year at my work, Sees Candy, um, Jeremy's daughter was one of the first customers we had, our very own Jeremy, and she drew a picture. And instead of throwing it out because of a seasonal store, I hung it right back there. Look at that, guys. Jason. It goes perfect with the decor back there. So if you see that, that's where that came from, guys. Big shout out to Jeremy and the kiddo. Appreciate you guys. All right, what else we got cooking, guys? What else we got cooking today? Anniversary of JFK Assassination. We're going to be talking all the things, guys. We're going to be talking into what was I saying? We're going to be talking. Sorry, I was having we were just an Alex Cross moment where, like, all of a sudden I'm in too deep in my head, and I freeze up. I been working on my case, guys. So I'm all on my lawsuit deal. So I'm in the zone. But no, we're going to talk JFK today, guys. Conspiracies. What I think. Look at that. All of a sudden, everything starts getting lively when April joins the chat. I see how it is, guys. I see how it is. All right, guys. I am getting into some Pops weed. We've been talking about this white girl. Like the white girl weed, not white girl, guys. Check this out, man. Boo-wee. Boo-wee. That's right. Check that out, guys. Some pretty nugs. Look at the nugs on that one. That's right. Check that out, guys. These are beautiful. These are full. 4 grams. $15. Oh man, I'm telling you, you need the. It's getting tough out there, man. The economy. You need to take every deal you can get, guys. And this is the dealio. It is I would say indica dominant. Probably about 30%, comes in about 28-30%, and it kicks your butt, man. It gets you nice and high. Has a nice initial rush if you're bong toking it. It hits you, gives you that head rush, sits you down for a minute, and then lifts you back up. You guys know. It's kind of like April. She knocks me down and lifts me back up. That's right. Uh-oh. Gonna come knock me down. I better watch myself. All right, guys, we got about a minute for 420. I want to hear you guys blowing up the comments. Blow it up. Pretty mugs on the white girl. Rosie Key might have line of the day. Look at that. All right, guys, blow it up. Let me know what you're smoking on, what you're drinking on, what you're getting into, what you doing, guys. It is almost 420. Oh, man, it's going to be a good one. Going to be a good weekend, guys. Going to be a good day. Oh, I shook off the stress, much like we need to do right now, guys. Whatever you're doing, I want you to inhale that positivity. Exhale that negativity, all the shit that you packed on through the week, guys. Shake that shit off like Taylor, like Swifty or whatever, Tay Tay, whatever it is. Shake that shit off, guys, and freaking let's do it because it is 420. And boom, how was your 420? Mine was fire, guys. Mine was fire. Mr. Crispers, there he is. Hi, April and host, whatever your name is. Nikki's gone to her mom. I'm home alone with the shake. Oh man, the hippie shakes. Yeah, the hippie shakes. Remember that? That's something my dad would listen to. I'm showing my age, showing my age. You know, I don't know how you guys grew up, man. I grew up, I guess my dad working in the garage, like most kids. I'm not mechanically inclined whatsoever. Um, my mom actually has a joke. My dad bought me tools, and my mom said, "Why are you buying him tools? He's just going to get mad and throw them at the car." And long time ago, it was a joke. It was a joke. But I can do the basics. I can change a tire, change a battery, make change. I can do all those things. Um, no, change the blinker fluid. I'm flip through. I can do oil change. You guys know I can do all the things. Um, what is it? Hey, there's Mickey. There's Mickey. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my money, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Um, Yeah, so I can do the basics, but when like alternators, air conditionings, transmissions, I'm no good, man. And I can barely change a battery. It probably takes me way too much. Hey, don't start to rumble without me. Lonnie's the guy. Roar, just comes running. You drive a Dodge. Enough said. And I have a Toyota. Don't have to work on that much at all. No, but that's kind of how I grew up. But also, when my dad's working in the garage, he had a lot of. I guess it would be, hey, there's Rosie. You can see right under here, where right there. Um, yo, Cholo, what's up? Um, but a lot of music, man. A lot of grew up. I guess it would be more like from his generation, but his generation was, he was 20 something when I was a kid. So it wouldn't be that old, but like a lot of Bob Seger, a lot of stuff like that I would consider classic rock, but it wasn't classic rock then. But yeah, you grew up listening to a lot of that. It kind of influences you a bit. I remember my dad had a 8-track, like a home player out in the garage, and that's what he would listen to his jams on. And it's when CDs first came out. It's okay. I can do the mechanical stuff. You can't. It is true. It is true. She hung the monitors in here, guys. She hung the monitors in the computer room. So all this great technology and great stuff you could thank April for. um, but yeah, he had CDs, and I swear, man, I thought the CDs were, or he had 8 tracks, and CDs had just for. You're all good, Harvey. You're all good. I I thought the 8 tracks were CDs, and I'm like, yeah, my dad has a CD player out in the garage, and then no one knew what an 8 track was. They're like, wow, man. Um, yeah, little did we know, man. Ignorance is bliss. And then now we don't even have CDs, man. I remember Walkmans. That was the big thing. The boom box with the freaking double D batteries. Oh, what a pain. All right, guys. Speaking of back in the day, I'm not a kid anymore. Let's get into today's anniversary. It is, hey, Pamela, we're seeing you twice today. You know it's a lucky day when Pamela drops in twice. Twice when you drop in twice. Kenny, 49ers, everyone's here today. Dang, dang, dang. Nice. Love it, love it. All right, guys, we're going to talk some JFK conspiracies back in the day. We all know today's the anniversary of JFK's assassination. It's in the record books as shouldn't have crossed the Cubans. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What about the mafia? Does that play into this at all? The mafia. What about his own family? That's another one. I had an interview with I always forget his name. He played Odd in the Superman series. Christopher Reed. He was the big guy. Hex Tex something. Um, his dad was what's his name, the one who ran Murder Inc., the one who had his throat cut ear to ear. Albert Aloysius, maybe my names are all fuzzy right now, guys. But he had said on the podcast interview that he thought he knew it was the family that had killed the JFK family had killed him because the dad was pretty crazy. And I guess JFK had some disease that he had to take these steroid shots for, and it was only getting worse. And it's a true story. They had their daughter lobotomized because she had ADHD back in the day. Um, you know what? We were there, Harvey. We didn't get me and my son. We didn't get to go in. We came a little late, and of course not, Brian. Oh, I love it. Missing a tooth? No, that's a shadow. I was like, it looks like I'm missing a tooth. Um, that's crazy talk. Yeah, so they had the daughter lobotomized for having ADHD, and that's like a known thing. I think there's a movie about it right now. But yeah, so why wouldn't they take him out? I don't know. What was it? Trump. Trump, when he was interviewed on Joe Rogan, was talking about it, and they asked him if he would release it, and he said that he couldn't at the moment because of national security reasons, and he said twice because of survivors, people who are still alive that are named in it. So maybe when those people finally pass away, yeah, please hit the like button, guys. Please, please, please. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, that maybe he will release them maybe this time around. I don't know. So my theory, guys, and we'll get into the video. We'll get into all the things. My theory, and me and my son went to on a road trip. We did a Route 66. To be fair, he also said he'd release his taxes. Okay. Okay. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. So even if he doesn't, so my theory is me and my son, we went on a road trip to on Route 66. We ended up in Branson, Missouri. And Branson, Missouri has this museum. It was like a National Enquirer exhibit thing. Kind of like a Ripley's Believe It or Not, but for like tabloid stuff, conspiracies, that kind of thing. And they had a whole JFK thing set up. Like you were looking out the book, you were in like the warehouse. They had it all set up, and they had screens so you could look out the window as if Oswald was doing it. Um, Yep, broken brain. You're not. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. Let's not get all political, guys. Let's not get JFK. Come on. And so they had a whole thing set up, and they had a whole video, and they had talked about this one conspiracy, and it makes all the sense in the world to me, including why they won't release the records. So the theory goes Oswald fires, bam, he hits JFK in the shoulder, which is true. Um, hits the other dude. Well, the return fire, remember the magic bullet theory? The theory, a conspiracy theory is a Secret Service agent in the car in front of him, no, behind him. I guess it would be behind him. Um, went to return fire on Oswald with a rifle and fucked up and accidentally killed JFK. His shot that was supposed to be a return fire at Oswald in returns gets fucked up and hits JFK. JFK then dies, but you already have your patsy because he did try to kill the president. And then the rest of the stuff, I don't know, it falls into place somehow. Ruby, I don't know how that actually works out. But that made a lot of sense to me. And if it is real, Trump did show his personal, he wanted his business, but as president, he couldn't get involved in his business. That's why he gave control to his kids. All right, all right. Barack releases original Hawaiian long form. All right, let's not get into the birth certificate, guys. Come on. The birth certificate. Even Obama. Are we not done talking about Obama? Jesus. Have you guys ever seen that Louis C.K.? What was it? Lucky Louie. No, that was the other show. Just Louie. Louie was the name of it. Um, let's let's not, guys. Let's not. Um, what was I saying? He gets into to a motorcycle accident. He's on this gurney in the middle of a fucking thing, and in the hospital, no one else is there except for an old lady on a gurney, and she's talking to herself. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, she says, "What about Obama?" Always makes me laugh. It always makes me laugh. You guys rock, man. You guys rock. Let's talk more conspiracies. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of my Secret Service? My Secret Service, what you call it, theory, guys. Let's see. JFK top conspiracies. The full film. Oof. Da, 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 da. All right. I miss Spirit Halloween, guys. I'm sad that they packed it all up. But I'm going to tell you, I am not going to miss that Spirit Halloween. It's like the circus song they had for this year's display. Oh man, get that in my get that all in my head. Get me crazy. How would we know, Brian? All right, let's get into this, guys. Let's get into it. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's do this thing. These are the craziest conspiracy theories. Oh, watch
Is
Mojo.
out there, but these conspiracy theories are way out there. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest
That's
JFK
crazy, man. I forgot
theories.
about that film.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the most extraordinary explanations that people have offered for the assassination of the 35th president.
I haven't
John F.
seen some of this.
Number 10. Ted Cruz's dad. The messy events of the assassination left a lot of questions. How did one bullet pass through so many points? Why did nightclub operator Jack Ruby...
Okay, guys, we all know Ted Cruz is Kevin from The Office. We all know that, guys.
...kill the assassin Lee Harvey Oswald? And was there a second shooter on the Grassy Knoll? But until Donald Trump's election campaign, few people had asked, was Trump's rival candidate Ted Cruz connected to the murder?
His father was with Lee Harvey Oswald prior to Oswald's being shot. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Trump had seen a photo in
What?
trusted news source The National Enquirer that supposedly showed Cruz's father, Raphael, and Oswald together. Well, that was enough for Trump. Ted Cruz responded with his own revelations.
Yes, my dad killed JFK. He is secretly Elvis, and Jimmy Hoffa is buried in his backyard.
Number 9, Itchy Trigger Finger. On November 22nd, 1963,
Oh, here you go.
3 shots rang out in Dallas, Texas. According to the Warren Commission, the first shot
Okay,
that hit
see?
Kennedy went through both the president and Texas Governor John Connally. This is the single or magic bullet theory. Another bullet exploded the right side of Kennedy's head.
Back and to the left.
Ugh,
Back
that's rough,
and to
man.
the left.
In the 1970s, Baltimore gunsmith Howard Donahue argued that this shot was actually fired by Secret Service agent George Hickey,
There you
whose
go.
finger must have slipped on the trigger of his AR-15. He based his accusation on the trajectory and bullet fragmentation of the fatal shot. Critics wonder at the likelihood of Hickey accidentally aiming at the president's head and how the shot was overlooked by witnesses. Number 8.
I don't know. Like seeing the film now, I would have to see where Hinky, is that his name, was actually positioned. It does seem like it comes from down and to the left, down and to the left.
Bad driver. What if the fatal shot didn't come from Oswald or the car behind, but from the president's own limousine? Some witnesses claimed that when Secret Service agent William Greer heard the first shot, he slowed
You ever
down
go to
instead
the
of speeding
bada
up.
bing?
He also turned to look back at the president before hitting the accelerator, a delay for which he would later tearfully apologize to Jacqueline Kennedy. On this basis, conspiracy theorist Milton William Cooper argued in his book, Behold a Pale Horse, that Greer killed Kennedy. How? Simple. Some think Greer had a gun. But Cooper claims he used a, quote, gas pressure device developed by aliens.
No, nice.
Number 7.
Nice.
Jackie O and the gun in the flower pot.
You know what?
As the president
I've heard a lot of conspiracies, but I had never heard the one that it's guns made by aliens. I never heard that one.
presidential motorcade passed, Abraham Zapruder caught the assassination on a home movie camera. Some conspiracy theorists claim that smoke or vapor can be seen moving past the left side of JFK's head, showing that his own wife was the shooter. She then hid the gun in a flower pot. Her motive? Revenge
Really,
for her
sir?
husband's
That's-
indiscretions.
Oh,
Or maybe the
shit.
CIA had hypnotized her.
Is that so? It's a real place. I thought it was just made up of the show, Kenny. Nice. Yeah, I didn't know it was actually a real club. That's crazy. It's off of like in a weird fucking freeway. It looks like.
Jackie's image hasn't exactly been helped by rumors that she slept with one or two of her dead husband's brothers. Still, it isn't exactly the most subtle way to kill a president. In
Those Kennedy boys, boy, they got around, man. They got around with the same ladies too. Weird.
an open car in front of thousands of witnesses. Number 6. The Umbrella Man. During the assassination, an unknown man was standing
Umbrella
in the sun
Man.
under an open umbrella. Did he wave the umbrella to signal the shooter? Or could the umbrella itself have been a weapon? It actually wouldn't be the first time an umbrella gun has been used for assassination. Bulgarian dissident writer Georgy Markov was killed by one in 1978. But during the
never heard
United
that
States
one.
House Select Committee on Assassinations, a man called Louis Stephen Witt came forward as the Umbrella Man. He had been protesting Kennedy's father's support for British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who had sought to appease the Nazis and often carried an umbrella. Number 5.
Kinda makes sense.
It was the CIA.
Oh,
The assignment is the assassination of an American civilian aged 46, former naval PT boat commander. Married, father of 2.
Lee Harvey Oswald was a former Marine who had defected to the Soviet Union.
Okay.
A perfect cover story for a secret CIA operative. The CIA had reason to be mad at the president, as he had pulled air support from their botched Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. This has led some to theorize that Oswald had been brainwashed, possibly using LSD, for
Yeah.
the CIA's MK-Ultra mind control.
that was right around the same time as, or was it a little later with the whole Manson acid whole trip and all that?
program. Some further allege that George H.W. Bush was involved and rewarded by being made CIA director about a decade later.
George Sr. was CIA director? I did not know that. That kind of explains a lot. Explains a lot.
Number 4. A baseballer's revenge.
Oh my God.
Hell hath no fury like a baseballer scorned, apparently.
Joey D? Joe DiMaggio killed the president? Oh my God. His 56-game inning streak. No.
Legendary baseballer Joe DiMaggio never stopped loving Marilyn Monroe after their 9-month marriage. But as rumors have it, after their divorce, Monroe slept with either JFK, his brother Robert, or both. Some sources have claimed that DiMaggio believed that the Kennedys had had her murdered. How did a baseball player have the means to initiate a criminal conspiracy to kill a president? Conveniently enough, we'll probably never know. But if a guy is connected enough, lots of things can happen. Number 3. Blame sugar. We seem to blame sugar for everything these days. Obesity, diabetes, the murder of JFK.
Sugar, what?
After the assassination, Oswald was seen drinking a Coca-Cola. This interested writer and organic food advocate J.I. Rodale, who led the charge of the organic movement in the U.S. from the 50s onward.
That's what
He
it
wrote
was.
in an editorial for his magazine Prevention that Oswald was not responsible for his actions. His brain was confused because he was a, quote, sugar drunkard.
Oh my
Rodale
God,
called
those
for a
sugar
full investigation
drunkards.
into the link between sugar and crime. Number 2, the Illuminati pulled the strings.
Oh, you know, that's
The
one's
Illuminati
true.
are everywhere, it seems, behind both Lady Gaga's fashion choices and famous historical events. According to this theory, the Illuminati had JFK killed because he outed them in a speech that, for most people, was actually about the Soviet Union and the Cold War. Another motive was his issuance of Executive Order 11110, which delegated his authority to issue silver certificates to the Secretary of the Treasury. Allegedly, Kennedy planned to replace Federal Reserve notes with silver certificates, threatening the power of the Illuminati-controlled Federal Reserve. Of course, Kennedy actually signed legislation to do the opposite, phase out silver certificates in favor of Federal Reserve notes. But hey, conspiracies are complicated.
I don't know about
Number
that
1,
one.
UFO cover-up.
Oh, nice.
Was Kennedy's murder by mutants?
We're not saying it was aliens, but, well, it was because of aliens. In 1999, UFO
Aliens?
researcher Timothy Cooper claimed to have received a partially burned memo in which the CIA director worried about Kennedy's inquiries into the organization's activities.
You know what?
William Lester added another piece to the puzzle in 2010, claiming that 10 days before Kennedy was murdered, Kennedy had asked the CIA director to review UFO intelligence in order to identify what could and couldn't be shared with the Soviets.
All right. So you know what? On this note, just recently on these UFO hearings they've been having, they did not deny that they've killed people to keep this a secret. Does it go as far as the president? I couldn't say. But what do you guys think about that theory? What do you think about that? If he was poking into this UFO stuff?
Lester even has an official-looking letter to back it up. Was JFK killed as part of a UFO cover-up?
Is there a cover story? Tell them it was done by men from outer space.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo.
Those are pretty good. Go give Like Mojo a like if you guys like what that was. Big shout out. Forget about it. That's right. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Me and April, it's going to be date night here in a little bit. Good seeing everyone on here, man. Good seeing everyone on you. That's what happens when you want to make change, man. People try to take you out. Look what's going down now. You know what I mean? All right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. You are loved and you are appreciated. I'll be dropping, you know what? We'll do game night. I was just thinking that, Harvey, I don't know. Let me get with Eric and see when he's dropping his live and we'll work around it. That way I'm here for you guys. I might be going with April tomorrow to Phoenix. So let me see what we're doing. All right. I will let you guys know tomorrow at some point about game night. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Rosie says thank you too. We appreciate you guys. Brian, it is April and I. Oh. Oh, sorry. Mr. Captain Grammar. I'm so sorry. All right, love you guys. Have a good one. Take care. And I will see you guys on the flip side. That's right. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right, guys, have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. We're dropping something tomorrow. You guys know, dropping stuff every day. All right, we'll see you guys.